You are listening to the So Now What podcast with Lana Manikowski, episode number 125.
So now what? These three words raced through my mind time and time again during my journey through fertility treatments. I tried desperately to have a child, but never was able. I yearned for a community to join that could understand my struggles. I couldn't find one, so I created one with the So Now What podcast. I love that you found us.
I have missed you. I know I took a few weeks off of the podcast because I had a bunch of stuff going on in the life of Lana Manikowski, just to regroup, one of which was my President's Club trip. And if you were following my story, you know that this was something that was really meaningful to me because for a long time after my fertility journey ended, I felt really disconnected from what my purpose was, what made me tick, what were the things that felt meaningful to me. And I looked to my job to fulfill a lot of that in me. And there was a lot of my career that felt heavy and burdensome. There was a lot of my career that felt empty. There was a lot of my career that felt fulfilling. And this year, on my 16th year in my job, I won one of our top sales awards. So Jack and I got an all expenses paid trip to the Ritz Carlton in Turks and Caicos. So many great memories made. Also, so much more awareness about what I'm seeking in this next chapter in my life and how my career plays a role in that. So that was awesome. Others Day brunch is coming up on Saturday, May 11th. So, I am in full gear getting ready for that. We have a record amount of women who have signed up to come to the brunch. We also have our sister city in Seattle that is going to be very well attended. So if either of those locations sound like fun for you, don't let distance keep you, because I know at least in Chicago, I have some amazing women from our infertility community that are flying in for this event. Ohio, Tennessee, Arizona, Florida, Texas, who are coming in to be part of the Others Day brunch. So if for some reason you could not make it this year, mark your calendar for next year, because this will happen again every year the day before US Mother's Day. And I hope that one year you can come and experience the magic and the connection that is created when you say yes to yourself and yes to your needs. So if there is any interest in booking a last minute flight or driving over from Michigan, Wisconsin, and some of the other local states that I know other people are driving in from, please do that. LanaManikowski.com/Others Day. Okay, so this week, I want to prepare you for Mother's Day. There is so many things that we get inundated in our inbox, on our emails, from people around us, from shopping in stores. Everything is Mother's Day. And I want to make sure people understand I'm not a hater about Mother's Day. I think it's great. We should absolutely celebrate and recognize the mothers out there who need to feel the recognition and the respect that they deserve for doing the amazing work that motherhood brings to many. But I also want women to know how to prepare and preserve themselves for a time that feels really hard for so many. Take what you want, leave what you don't resonate with, but I'm just going to throw some ideas out to you that will help you feel more secure and settled in a jarring time of the year. So, first of all, many organizations have an opt out feature on emails. There are organizations that realize Mother's Day might be triggering, not only if you're infertile, but if you no longer have a living mother, if you have a severed relationship with a mother or a mother figure in your life and you don't want your inbox flooded, you can opt out of those emails. Like, how amazing is that? So do that if you don't want to see those emails in your inbox. The other thing is, decide ahead of time, what is your day going to look like on Mother's Day? So for me, I have a living mother. We have a beautiful relationship. So what I usually do is I host Mother's Day at my house. My sister and her family will sometimes stop over. My father-in-law, who is now widowed, Jack's mom is no longer with us, but we still want to get together and celebrate. And so I usually host because I find that when I host, my brain is busy. I'm prepping, I'm doing all these things, I'm making it a beautiful day for somebody else. And I'm not really oftentimes focused on me on that day. And that's felt like really good for me to be able to create something for other people to attend and do the work. I'm cool with that and keep my mind off of things. The other thing is maybe separate some time for yourself on Mother's Day. And for some people, that might be going to church. That might be going on a walk. It might be doing a meditation. It might be having some quiet time with your partner or with a cherished person in your life. And decide, what do you want to do in that time? What do you want to focus on? What do you want to nourish yourself with to help yourself feel recognized and help yourself feel as though there's meaning and purpose for you, even though your dream of motherhood did not turn out the way that you thought it was going to? So I encourage people to do that as an option. How about this? This is something I talked about this to you last year about buying yourself a Mother's Day card. So when you go to the card aisles or the Hallmark store and you see all these Mother's Day cards, pick a card out for yourself. Pick a card out that maybe represents the words that you imagined someone telling you about the type of mother that you are. Imagine if you had become a mom, what were the things that were going to be important to you? What were the things that you were going to focus on in your mothering journey? And buy yourself a card and write in that card. Write yourself a letter. Tell yourself how amazing you are and the way that you envisioned your life being, even if it's so different. What are the qualities that you have that make yourself so proud of you? And really, like, you only have to share this card with you. You don't have to tell anyone you're doing this. It could be our secret. So you're free to write whatever you want. I don't know about you, but I was from the Between You and Me era. Remember when Hallmark came out with those Between You and Me cards? And I would like buy these cards. I remember I had this like high school boyfriend, college boyfriend, and I would buy these like mushy cards. Imagine you were writing a Between You and Me card to you. What would that conversation look like between you and you? What things would you feel so proud of that you've either endured or that you're dreaming about or thinking about? And if you want to gear it, towards the future version of you, I love that for you too. But take some time, even if it's writing yourself a letter. If you don't want to do the card thing and maybe you do your paper thinking this week, write about why you are significant this Mother's Day, why your story means something to you, why the person that you are and the person that you are planning on becoming through this journey has meaning and purpose. Even though you didn't have the children you dreamed of, your life has meaning and purpose. And I think so many women lose that focus. They think that you can only define your life as meaningful and purposeful if you have this one title to your name, or if you have these human children that allow you to say that you're a mom. Only then can you see yourself as meaningful and purposeful. And I like to challenge that because you are so meaningful and so purposeful, and you play such an important role in this world by being who you are. So on this Mother's Day, create a plan for yourself. Like, what are the things that you are going to do? Maybe there's people that you're going to call. I know that I have a list of people that I'm planning to reach out to. I don't know if they're accessible here on my desk, but I bought a pack of cards for people. Oh, shoot, I don't have them here to show you. But I bought a pack of cards that I am going to give out to key people in my life. Most of them are not moms. And I'm going to let them know how impactful they have been on my journey and how meaningful our relationship means. So maybe you have that. Maybe you have a list of 10 people that you can make that you want to reach out to either through Instagram, email, through a written card, and decide how do you want to recognize those people and how are you going to let them know that they have created so much meaning in your life. And lastly, I want you to know how much I appreciate you and how meaningful you are, even if we have never met and you've only ever listened to this podcast and we've never shared a DM on Instagram, or you're not on my mailing list, or you've never come to one of my meetup events for women who are child free and childless, or you've never come to the Others Day brunch. You don't have to be at one of those things or in my visual sphere to have meaning and purpose to me. I think that you are tremendous. I'm in such admiration of you. I'm so glad to know you. I'm so proud to share my story with you. And I'm so proud to know you. So if you're coming on Saturday, I can't wait to see you. If you're still thinking about coming on Saturday to the Others Day brunch, get your booty to lanamanikowski.com/othersday and book your ticket. Buy your ticket today and create even more meaningful connection. But if you don't, know that I love you and I'm always here for you on Mother's Day and any other day of the year. Know that your vision and your disconnection from this Mother's Day does not mean anything about you. It just means that you're trying your best, and I'm proud of you for what you're doing. So I love you, and remember that it's never too late to discover your meaning. I'll talk to you next week.